Oh, you used to. Yo, but won't that
Oh, no. Nna ke kopa ho bolella nnete. Nna ne ke le sefebe le nkile. Nna ne ke feba. And on the 12th of December, 2020, I woke up to myself being gay. I was molested when I was 7 years old.
Yo guys, we're back again. This is Great Gorilla Go by the name of Uncle Good Time. I'm going to Tsilo. We are back. We have the most amazing person ever. The most talented person in Free State. There's nothing what's wrong with you, Laila.
Yeah?
There's nothing.
Oh, sure.
I'm sure. I didn't know you. Oh, told me. You are a journalist.
Okay.
So after I've seen that, I've seen Kibona Popala and everything, I feel like you have done almost everything in your life that you want to. Or I'm lying.
Not really. I feel like I'm 17 and I'm starting my life.
Like, why for at this age whereby you have been for more entertainment for a long time?
Because growing up, you find that life will school you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I mean? So, it's a long story.
Do you feel okay? The way you wanna is like I feel like that's like sometimes in life is like you feel like that you have never done anything you want to.
Yes.
You want to do things
What I want to do. Yes.
at this point. And to some people it looks like you have done a lot of
Not
things.
to me. I haven't done anything.
Like sure.
I haven't done anything.
So you, if ever people will say describe yourself, Laila Ki, like what are you in the entertainment of? How do you describe yourself?
Sure.
Do you describe yourself as an MC or a manager or what? Oh, there's a way to this is me. I fell under this kind of group.
Hallelujah.
No, I really want to.
Anywho.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's actually a tricky question. So, before this Laila, I used to find compliments awkward. Like, how come Laila, oh, Laila, or Laila? It would make me very uncomfortable.
No, you're beautiful.
Suga. It would make me very uncomfortable, right?
Okay.
So, I'm actually now learning to actually love myself. And I'm actually learning to come into myself. I'm actually learning to look at myself in the mirror and say, Laila, you are beautiful. You're a king, you're a queen, Olincha. You know?
This is you, yeah.
Yeah, you get it. I am learning to be Laila. Nothing defines me except just
Being yourself.
And experiencing this thing called life.
Because there's one thing Eki Boninga when I go on Facebook. It was 2 years back. I go to my Facebook. No. So I was like, Lila one year now, Lila for now, one inspire in a way. Because of I feel like Sapilo only you were protecting yourself from a lot of things. And then I go ahead, it was the right time for me to add you in my life. Because you breaking down and being yourself. That's why I have never asked you something like that. But the way you were breaking down and being yourself, I was like, Laila, how should I be married? Laila, what did I saw? Yeah, understand. So I was asking myself that question until I understand. At the end, is you being yourself. You just don't care. Because there was a time I was like, Laila, hope, guys. Because like, I'll do my this and you were like, hello.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Apparently, a lot of people find me scary and very rude. Yeah, so I get that a lot. Sorry.
No, it's not
nothing personal.
I could understand that.
It's just You know, I'm a very misunderstood person.
Mara, what took you? Because last time we were talking about confidence. I feel like it's more about you being confident in being yourself. Is there a way for this guy or from you getting to that point?
Do you know, till today, actually now I think I'm lying after yesterday. Before I awakened to myself, before I became this Laila, I still had stage fright.
Wow.
I also had a fear of heights.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was standing in a tall building and I looked down, I would literally regurgitate or get dizzy or try and throw up.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
I understand.
I want to show you the power of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
This new awakened Laila now wants to go skydiving. Something I always vowed I would never do because
No.
I'm spiraling to my death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do
But
understand.
now it looks epic. It looks fun. Even the terrasailing thing.
Yeah, you can
I wanna
imagine
do that.
everything.
That's how much my brain has been unlocking in the last so-called 2 years when you say I've been coming into myself. You get what I mean? Because the previous Laila was trapped in her own mental slavery. Yes, my family caused part of it. Yes, my mother I can blame. My friends I can blame. Society I can blame. Work I can blame everything. Yeah? But at the same time, I'm also taking full responsibility.
Of you.
Because for them to put me in that self-depression, self-hate that I was in, I gave them permission. I gave them the power to do that to me.
So that time you were like, this is enough now.
You know when you're sitting in your bathtub, butt naked, contemplating suicide, you rethink life. Yeah.
Wow, man. Because that's like the way you would deal and deal. For me, it was because I was going through that kind of space. I was like, I'm afraid to do crazy stuff, man. You understand?
I know that fear very
You
well.
understand?
Yes.
I used to be not perfect to a lot of people.
I know that fear very
You
well as
understand?
well.
I was like, man. At this point, I just wanna. That's like go Bella earlier on. I just wanna live a normal life. You understand? I just wanna be myself. I don't wanna be someone for who take a brand and there's rules around my brand.
Here's the tragedy about life, right? From birth, we are taught to depend on others. We are never taught to fend for ourselves. We are never taught to think for ourselves.
Yeah.
I always see your posts, your frustrations and the hate and all of those things that you mention and say in your posts and everything. Yeah? I get your anger. I get your frustration. I understand it. But let me tell you something. Yeah? How do you go with Zanix?
Yeah, that's one thing
You're
I saw.
just gonna burn out. You're gonna burn out your strength. You're gonna burn out your brain cells. You're gonna burn out your creativity. How about taking that anger and turning it into something positive that builds you and creates you into the superstar you know yourself you are? You dream about it. You wake up, you eat it, you sleep it, you write it. You know who you are. You know who you want to be. Do you know the difference it would make? Taking that anger and energy and putting it into manifesting who you truly are, how far you would go in life.
Yeah.
That is what I'm doing right now. Watch me for the next 10 years and what I'm going to do.
Another 10 years.
Yes, because this is the next phase of my life.
Wow, man. Whew, I'm getting emotional now. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah,
So never, ever, you know one of the reasons why a lot of people are afraid to approach me or even confront me is because I've mastered the simple thing of not reacting the way you're expecting me to react. Most people, when they come into your life, they suss you out.
yeah, they know what they want.
They study you. They check how they can papala pepenene on your head. Now over here, I do not give them that power. Because we're predictable as human beings. You need to stop being predictable because you're conditioned like that because of the environment you're in. You're conditioned to appease other people. So if you're conditioned like that, what are you going to do? You're going to fall into their trap. You're going to allow them into your space. You're going to allow them to papala pepenene on
you're going to
your
lose
head.
yourself.
Exactly.
In the process.
Yes. Which is what you're doing. You are losing yourself.
I don't know what to say now, because now I feel like it's something like, for me, I understand the way we want to, you understand, and you are right. It's something that Egi dirang in a lot of things, you understand, and that's why I need to point out for this year. I'm a different person than other years, because this year I'm doing things according to the way I want to do things, you understand, because I'm at a point whereby that's like I don't want to be in the thing, because I just don't care about what people say anymore. You understand? So that makes me feel like I cannot go on.
Let me stop you. What do you think of you in the entertainment industry?
I'm an important person. I'm a superstar.
Okay. Now, after having that pause and that moment, all those other haters and detractors, what are they contributing to that?
Nothing.
So why are they in this equation? I'm a bit confused. Please,
I just don't know.
me.
I feel like most of the people know me. I don't have.
Most people know me. Have you ever seen me concern myself?
Marwan, at least you have.
I have what?
You have surrounding people. You have people around
And
yourself.
those surrounding people are still the same people that destroy me, that are jealous of me, that take from me, that steal from me. I go through some of the worst things you could possibly imagine. Do you ever see me crying, complaining, moaning, or bitching about it?
Never.
Exactly. Because I don't give them power over me. There is a difference. Stop giving people power over you. Someone the other day said to me, Laila, you are too focused on your girlfriend. What about you?
Oh.
Tell me something. In all the years that you followed me, every big and major move or anything that I've ever done, did you see it coming?
No. Because you never post about things like that. You never, I don't want to lie. I've never seen you, not to brag or even posting about a lot of achievements. That's like I didn't know a lot of things until now.
Exactly.
I was like, I don't know a lot of things behind.
You know, I was laughing at myself yesterday. About 2 years ago, about a year ago, I was having a funny conversation. And this person was like, woo, wait till one day. If it wasn't for you, I would not be here. You understand? And I was like, hi Laila, because that's what I do. I plug people. I'm always plugging people. I'm always pushing people. I'm always just, and I don't pay attention. I just plug you. I push and I move. I don't pay attention. I'm not keeping score. I'm not begrudging. I'm sharing my gifts. I'm sharing my magic. You get what I mean? You know who said that? Lebo Molax.
Wow.
You see how huge Lebo Molax is?
Big brand. And there's Kimosheba like every morning hacking for every event.
Most people are not aware that I'm the one that started Lebo Molax.
Serious?
Yes.
Now it makes sense. I don't want to, like every time I do book you, I always watch the videos are high just to get motivation in a lot of things. Because Katsiba energy high is very positive all the time.
Most people don't know that. Because that's not what I do. I'm not, I get that I've helped a lot of people. I've created a lot of superstars. You get what I mean? Because it's my gift. It's what I'm here to do. You get? But in my gift sharing, people took advantage. People drained me, people abused me, people used me.
People will always be like that.
You get what I mean? So Laila 2.0 is not taking the abuse anymore.
Sure. Guys, no I got lost in a go lead or bid. Rather who like a girlfriend to focus on more yen. No I like a shit now. Guys, a lot of people want to know about that. So we're gonna talk about it after the break. Let's take a break. Cause wow. Just sure. Now we're back, guys. We're still moving because now I was gonna forget about it because of I got to look breaking things were hectic also. So I wanna know because a lot of people I make a post on my WhatsApp. I was like, I'm gonna sit with Laila and this is all I wanted to have in my life.
That? Oh, now I wanna know what kind of post you get here.
So I was like, people were like, okay. The other one, today, I don't forget my question.
Yeah, but
The question is, Laila, how I kill Angela? And let me read the question. So people, I don't know why people now are interested in Mujolowa, how then a lot of them. Okay, how and when did you start dating Angela? Where is it?
okay, nkakopa o mo botse ho how and when did you start dating Angela?
I want to know exactly what this is entertainment thing, and I like that part.
The intrusive part?
If you don't mind, talk. What else do I need?
Baby, please don't kill me. But anyway, so she works for me at CTFM.
Okay.
She was one of the interns for my program manager.
Mm-hmm.
But this was before I came out to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this one time, on the 6th day of February 2021, I was joyriding and gallivanting with my cousin who was visiting from Joburg. And I happened to drive past her and her co-host after they just finished their show and they were walking to the taxi. I drove past her with my cousin and I freaked out because a week prior I'd been stalking her on Instagram.
Okay.
Because I'd found out that, you know, she's
The one.
not the one, bisexual.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'd been stalking her.
Uh-huh.
Honestly speaking, because of my conditioning, I had absolutely no intention of doing anything
With her.
because she's half my age.
Mm.
One. You know, cradle robber Laila. You get?
Yeah.
And me and my cousin, we sort of like not argue, but like you know when you're playing with, you know, your best friend, like jigisa kole, turn the carpet,
Jika.
you know, jika.
Yeah.
So eventually, because Nerejika more cathedral, I want a cathedral, wajika. So if you're going to CUT,
Sure.
I eventually made my U-turn, go to Robotonzil, it's a village, it's a CUT.
Wow.
Went back, parked just before they got to the robot, and I told them, I just parked, opened my window, and looked at them and was like, hey, get it.
Wow.
And the poor kids were traumatized because their boss is telling
You
them
need to get
in
in.
the car. You know, it's funny, I traumatized them like that because I found out, I think, I don't remember, but I found out later onwards that they were apparently in trouble with me and the program manager that day because of their show.
Okay.
So the poor kids were so traumatized in the car, they thought they were about to get fired. So I'm not very proud of my kidnapping attempts of my girlfriend, but it was also the single best day of my life.
So many lots of the movie.
Yes.
Oh wow! I'm so
Bro, literally, our lives are movies. I'm living one.
Because people like everybody was like, "Who's the Angela?" How about your girlfriend? Yeah, and Laila. And to my point, I was like, nah, I didn't. Any question I didn't know you're into girls. Can I say pose in my life? Laila's clear, because this is the first time you want to post a relationship.
Do you remember when I said the previous Laila was miserable and depressed and was always living for other people?
Yeah.
Yes. The other people I lived for are very religious and don't believe in gay people and relationships and so on. Yeah. So I was raised to be straight and I was raised to be in love with men. And that was the dream that I had, that I'm going to grow up multiple times.
Serious?
Yes, that's
like I always
no, but I was very private. I never shared it. another thing that I was also raised on.
Batlogeng.
So I was always a very private person. I was always a public figure. Hence, I always reiterate to you.
Okay,
It is up to you what you share, not them. That's the lesson I'm trying to teach you.
Oh, you used to, but won't that
Oh, no. Nna ke kopa ho bolella nnete. Nna ne ke le sefebe le ntsi. Nna ne ke feba. No, I went through the gents.
Yeah.
No, I went through the gents.
And low key.
And I had a specific preference. White men.
White men.
Yes.
Because of size?
Yeah? No.
Because of size.
I'm going to teach you psychology.
Because now.
I'm going to teach you psychology. Growing up, I was obsessed and I was a fan, still am, of this incredible woman called Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Still am. She's been dead for 10 years now. Still mourning. It was the 10th year anniversary of her death this year.
Oh.
That's how much I love
you
Whitney Houston.
can see.
Still
Yeah,
love
that's like,
Whitney Houston. Do you get what I mean? Now, growing up in my time, exposing my age, the only experience I had of Whitney Houston, bear in mind, this is a 7-year-old girl who doesn't have Facebook, who doesn't have MTV, Channel O, doesn't have MySpace, doesn't have this camera we're shooting, does not have podcasting, only has radio and TV, Bob TV. Now, I'm obsessed and in love with this incredible woman. I see not as often as I want to. Like right now, if I want to see Whitney Houston, I can pick up my phone and see Whitney Houston. Growing up, I did not have that privilege.
Yeah.
Sharp. Now, imagine this. Your idol that you love and rarely see. She finally makes a movie.
Wow.
And in the movie, you're finally going to see her talk and react instead of always seeing her in music videos singing.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, when you see your idol in your first movie and she's talking, what does your idol do? Your idol falls in love with a white man. A 7-year-old girl is then conditioned that her life, she's going to fall in love with a white man. She's destined to make it and fall in love and marry a white man. Why? Because her idol, Whitney Houston, fell in love with a white man in her first movie.
So that is you now?
No, that was me before.
Before you met Askis NG.
So before all of this, I was under the I'm going to have mixed babies. I had a plan. I was going to have mixed babies. I was going to have white men. I can show you an array of the white men I dated.
Sure.
I'm teaching you here. I'm teaching you. Listen very carefully, my boy. I'm teaching you psychology here. Right? So now, growing up, I'm still obsessed with Whitney Houston. Till today, I'm still mourning that woman. That's how much I loved that woman. I adored that woman. I cry even emotionally thinking about. That's how much I loved that woman. You get? Sharp. Now, spiral down my whole life. I'm dating only white men. That is why you guys never saw my dating life. Because I didn't date black men. I dated white men, which are not in our community. That's why most of you didn't know that little family. Do you get what I mean?
I understand.
Sharp. Now, I'm dating only white men. Yeah. Now, spiral down, come 2020, COVID hits. I'm no longer busy, I'm no longer working. I now have to face myself. I'm with this boy that I'm chilling with at my house. He's showing me things and I'm awakening to a lot of things in the world and a lot of things to myself. Yeah? And as I'm awakening, literally every day, every month, it's something new, right? And on the 12th of December, 2020, I woke up to myself being gay. Before that, I was straight.
Gay.
Before that date, I was straight. I only dated men. I was also internally homophobic. The thought of me kissing a girl used to literally make me want to throw up. That's how internally homophobic I was, and that's how society, my family, and the world conditioned me to hate myself. Do you understand?
I understand.
Now here's the trick. Ne? The whole time, I was depressed and miserable in trying to find myself. I was dating white men. The whole time, it was never the white men I was in love with.
It
I
was
was
your
in love
mindset.
with Whitney Houston.
That's how powerful
The
the
whole
mindset.
time, I was in love with Whitney Houston.
Because now I was like, Laila. Then I saw your videos. Laila's already talking. Laila did toy. I know. Now I become like, I was like,
No, I did it all. Oh, no, I did it all. Oh,
I hear you surprises.
I know. Most people don't know. That's how
I was like-
private and enslaved.
Yeah. Because that's the only time I was like, okay, maybe Laila, in my mind, because can I experience a differently female a lot, you know. So most of them have a buntat is because of masculine rape.
I was molested when I was 7 years old.
Oh, you gave up. So that's what I had in my mind. I was like, now, when it comes to that, I was like, the reason why you don't date men is because of maybe you went through certain things in your life. You understand? That's how most what feel any challenges.
When I trace it back, it's my molestation.
Mm.
He broke that trust
Amen.
I had the right to give to a man.
Mm.
He took it from me. That's the difference. You get what I mean? As a woman, you need to learn to entrust yourself to another person. Do you get? But you need to feel safe with that person. Now, the minute someone comes in and breaks and abuses that, it breaks you as a person from childhood growing up. It affects you in every sphere of your life because you repeatedly keep going back to the same cycle of being broken.
Sure.
It breaks you. That's what it does. And a lot of our elders, our parents, are mostly unaware of the trauma they are causing us.
And also on that, on the Basadi family, in terms of Batswadi, blame Batswadi, like you said before, sometimes you're gonna blame your mother, sometimes you're gonna blame this, at the end of the day, it is all on Mowe now. You understand? Do you feel like there's a way whereby we can by tutor how we live, about life? Because to them maybe it doesn't make sense.
No.
More pressurizer. They don't have
No.
knowledge about it.
I'm sorry. I'm not being negative. Honestly
This-
speaking, I'm not. I'm just. I'm over it.
Because I feel like I'm going inventing so that I can know what we do.
No.
Or maybe
Our parents are right at all times, and we are wrong. Period. We were raised by narcissists. Period. Most black children in this country were raised by narcissists. Batswadi ba rona ba stupid. No, they are.
yeah,
They've done a lot of messed up things
in
and they hide them. And over time, they come and trickle down and it goes into our conditioning. Do you get what I mean? Most of us are not even aware
of
that
it.
our parents are actually the bad guys in our stories.
Because we love them.
Exactly. Most of us are not aware that our parents are actually the bad guys in our stories. And not just our parents, our families as well. It goes into everything.
Everything in the life.
Yes.
Friendship, family,
Alice.
whatever.
You get? Because the tragedy is that, yes, you can surround yourself with people on the same mission as you. You can. But for as long as you have unresolved traumas and problems with your families, you are always going to be surrounded by the same people that take advantage of you, that don't want to see you succeed, and that are doing the same thing your family has been doing to you your whole life. You will never succeed. Period. You will never succeed.
Because now I was like, maybe there's something we can do for our parents, man. Maybe we can invite them to certain things, or maybe they can be, like I said, I wish we could have a workshop of everything in life so people can learn. You understand? Because now I want to learn about.
Do you know what I'm doing right now with my life? Now you share my 2000. That is my life. That is what I'm doing. I'm focused kama 2000.
That is it.
Those kids are amazing.
So you feel
They are out of this world.
so now you don't see yourself going back to radio as like presenter.
What has radio got to do with it?
No, I just wanna know.
I don't know. Look, in my radio career, in the sphere that I am, let's say community radio, I've hit the ceiling. I've done everything. The next phase of my life is if I go to commercial radio or PBS. That's the next phase of my life.
And getting married. Laila, re batla bona manyalo mo Bloem, mohleng.
Excuse?
Re batla bona manyalo mo Bloem.
Like, can I get...
No, we want to see a lot of things, guys. We're going to take a break now. After we're going to find out a lot of things. We're going to talk about why Laila's being Laila again and a lot of experience in her life that I want to know because I want this to be a conversation. So we're going to take a break. You talk.
Too much.
Sure. And I feel
It's
like...
actually very annoying.
No, go break Laila because... Ask kiss.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, guys, we're back again on the broadcast with Laila Nnyane. Is it your real name? Like real name?
Nope.
Name?
My grandmother named me Kiamukhetsu because my mother had me while she was still in high school. So I was named Kiamukhetsu to welcome me into the family. My second name is Madintani. I was named after my aunt on my father's side. My family nickname that only, I'll repeat, only my family members
can call
me is Lala. When I was in high school, I decided to take an I and add it to Lala, which then created Laila.
And you hate being called boss lady?
Profusely.
Because after you told about that, I was like, I could talk about boss lady all the time and you hate it.
What is a boss?
It's you, man.
No, seriously.
What's the boss?
No, seriously.
It's someone who can...
What is a boss? Give me your general idea of a boss.
Someone that can say whatever and control whatever around, but took up whatever. There's someone is a boss.
Am I a boss?
Yeah, boss lady, because now you have people around you waiting for they look up to you, and
That's
you can't.
not how I see a boss. I see a boss as people that makes other people miserable.
In which
Most people hate their jobs and their bosses.
Yeah.
Because their bosses make their lives a living hell. Most of the people that have worked for me are still trying to come back to work for me. So, how does that make me a boss? I'm a leader.
But then it's not something you used to introduce yourself with when you're still in radio.
I've never used that terminology. My kids are the ones that dubbed that. I don't like it.
Because now I was asking myself, how can you hate boss lady?
They even call me what? Sister boss. I also hate that as well. Anything to do with boss, I don't like. Because my perception, look, I'm not saying all bosses are bad, but my perception of a boss is just somebody that makes other people miserable.
And you're not that person.
I don't make people miserable. I try and help as many people as I possibly can.
So I want to know, based on that, I want to know something about radio, especially. In the past 5 years and the last 10 years, well, most businesses are 10 years, do you see any difference when it comes to radio?
What, in the city or in this province?
In the city. From your radio city, because maybe they have their own plan. Do you see difference before you can say you have grown to be on another level?
That is a yes and a no question.
Okay.
Because it truly frustrates me that at the ratio in which we've been opening radio stations, other radio stations have been closing. That frustrates me because we're not growing.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
what I mean? I feel like if we had more radio stations, more youth would be employed, more work, more experience. You get what I mean? But our radio stations keep closing. That frustrates me.
And people don't listen to radio like before.
Exactly. You get most things right now moving digitally. I mean, we as a station are already struggling as
Yeah.
well, and we have to strategize and adapt ourselves digitally just to survive.
Don't you think because of maybe information
Information in what terms?
in a way whereby now personally I ke mamela wireless now and back then, you understand, I would say a lot of shows know and a lot of information about what's going on like before. Habasa gonna load there's no Haba bua ka Tsilo, then they take action about it. You understand? They just talk about whatever that is trending and it's just like that. So it's more about friendship, the topics of friendship, it ends there. It's not about knowledge about certain things in life. Kapa ke mamela show tse wrong. This is something I don't know.
You know, our biggest problem in today's society is because of that.
Yeah,
I used to do a show on Motel FM.
yeah.
I did this show 2013, 2014, right? My first year, I co-hosted it with Tembekile Mkhototo.
Okay.
You know Tembekile?
Yeah, I
He's
know.
now in Newsroom now. He was on ENC, he's on 947,
Yeah.
Anel and them. So, in the first year, I think that's 2013, he was my co-host in the show. And we created this persona and these characters on air to entertain our listeners that Laila is the dumb one and Tembekile is the intelligent one. And we'd always have this fight and camaraderie on air where Tembekile would be correcting and the listeners would call in, Laila. Because Laila would always be acting like the dumb one.
The one, okay.
You know, just to create that hype and that craziness. Right. This was the first year. The following year, Tembekile moved to Johannesburg to go and attend the UJ.
Okay.
So I had to find a newsreader and other new team members for the show.
In team, yeah.
I tried something that first couple of months on air. I introduced my audience to the intelligent Laila,
Laila.
right? Now, here's something I also forgot to mention. Now, in our camaraderie and fighting with Tembekile, our show in the first year trended every week. Phone calls that phone would ring persistently that whole 3 hours. Messages, Facebook, WhatsApp. It was a busy show.
Yeah,
people loved the stupidity, the dumbing down. Do you get what I mean? The following year, Tembekile then left. I introduced the people to the intelligent Laila. Tell me something. What do you think happened to the traffic and the engagement?
Because people went down. Because people want people to let it trend down. That's why I feel like
that is why I say to you, the fabric of our society is killing us. Our families are obsessed with our dramas, our lives controlling us, that even soap operas like make it look the most amazing things and we're all just glued into soap operas. So much that yes, your lives become
that
soap
way.
Operas. Do you get?
Yeah, I do understand.
So we are all stuck in this never-ending cycle of toxicity, of family always controlling and family always trying to break you. Even society as well as friends and family. You get? We are trapped in that. Sadly, as a people.
So it's something we're going to live with from now on?
No.
Or something that can
It's
be
something that needs to be broken. And I have complete and utter faith it will be. I broke it. I broke it.
That's like sometimes I feel like the reason why people radio as a is because of maybe information from my side, you understand? But from now on I have a lot of reasons because we to explain and for what's going on.
Radio would lose that. That's what I'm saying. It's all in the fabric of our society. We are obsessed with drama and stupid things rather than growing ourselves, being constructive, being engaging, being challenging doing things like this, what you're doing. Would rather be focused on whose love life is doing what and everything. Look at the question you asked. You asked people to ask questions about me. Majority of them asked about what?
Mujol.
Our whole lives is based on mujolo. Literally, from our families. And that's disturbing.
Yo.
That's why we're so toxic. Because we're always trying to get up one on another. Hence the cheating. We've even made cheating a trend. That man literally murdered school kids. But we're celebrating him, exposing cheaters.
Yo, guys, we're going to play a game now. Just, well, you eat. We want to see for Jayan Laila. Because, you love food. Oh, okay, now it makes sense. So, Laila, we're going to play a game of Have You Ever? With us and
the part I expose my age.
Everything in your life. Whatever I ask you, you're going to do it. You're going to say it. Or if you don't say it, you don't answer our questions, you're going to dance for us.
Okay, if I say no, can I give you a wedgie?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So, Laila, have you ever had bad sex in your life?
Yes. Multiple times. All my sexual escapades were horrible. I endured it because society said it was the right thing to do. But all my sexual experiences with all those white men I told you about were horrible. And I hated every minute of it.
Oh, so now we're going to ask the audience. When I feel like they have a question of have you ever? Ne? So we're going to start with Khomolemo. Khomolemo, we're going to ask something. What about it?
Hi, Laila.
Hello.
Yo, nakelo what's a nasty.
Nasty. An open book. Highly doubted.
Have you ever had sex? Had sex, como molo.
No. Sorry, I had to think. I was literally thinking. I was trying to remember. Remember Febelenki? No, so I had to think. Yes, no. Yes,
Hey, Laila.
hi.
I also have not a similar question, but yeah, somewhere there. Have you ever had a threesome? Have you ever had a threesome?
No, I was actually supposed to have one in 2020. But that's when I woke up.
Wow, this is
Oh, no. I had plans to go be a Febelenki for the rest of my life and be debaucherous as I possibly can. Oh, no, that was my life plan because I was miserable. And I accepted the fact that I will never fall in love, I will never get married, and I'll never have kids. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to live the rest of my life as a Febelenki and being a bad bitch and just having the time of my life. So, yeah, I was planning on having multiple of them.
okay.
Hey, Laila.
Hi, Karaibe. With the red hair. Love it for you.
Have you ever eyed on your boyfriend's friend, like before you woke up?
Have I ever had a boyfriend? Let's start there.
Okay.
I
partner's
actually
partner,
had
friend.
one attempt at a relationship. And that man was a champion bodybuilder. Got this six-pack. Like, you know, he attract and never rich, like I attract hot rich men. Like there's something wrong with. And I'm gonna go Hagira. No, Hagira. But no, ask your question again.
Have you ever eyed on your partner's friend?
Wait. My current or before?
Before.
Before when I was into men?
Yes.
No, not really. I was still lying to myself, remember? So, nah. I am no the current. No, ask. What? What is the question?
No, I'm adding on her for like the current one. Have you eyed on her friend?
No. I'm completely oblivious to everyone and everything. For as long as she's in my world, I don't see anything for anyone but her. No, like seriously, that's all I see. Eat, sleep, breathe.
Every day.
Literally.
How about Bobo? How about Bobo? Jaga majita fela.
I keep a room.
Ay! Love yourself.
I love myself.
Laila.
Kate Hata.
Leila, I got to fetsa.
I can't see.
Yo,
Play deep,
please.
play hard.
I got to fetsa, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Kawashabala, the show. We love you. We hope next time we're gonna have. Yeah, because of time, Leila. We love your girl for so much for you. No, if Leila no change, we just want to go tomorrow and have time.
Okay.
We don't want to be the reason why people break up. Like me, I'm the reason why. Never mind. Bye.
Oh, the spice in this room.